Hey, Theresa here. Welcome to Season 5's preview chat between Rebecca and myself. This episode is sponsored by Complex Creatures. In alignment with Breast Cancer Awareness Month and the launch of our Breast Health Guide, we are thrilled to highlight this first-of-its-kind company dedicated to breast care. Breast cancer survivor Tara Elmore and her sister Lisa Lundy are on a mission to transform the way we care for our breasts, from puberty to menopause and all the moments in between. We welcome them and you into our interwoven space for Season 5. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Theresa.
How are you?
I'm good. We're recording this in summer, last day of summer camp. So I'm coming in hot here because I forgot her swimsuit. So, had to go back, drop that off, all the things. But I'm really excited for season 5.
Me too. It's been really fun doing the recordings. We had a special guest on for this season who is going to be our first episode up that may have been one of my favorite conversations. The women that have joined us for season 5 are insightful and hilarious, wise, and I always feel such privilege when they show up in this space and they share so honestly with such rawness and vulnerability. It's a lesson to me every time.
Yeah, kicking off season 5 with episode 1 with Dr. Monique Gary was and is such a treat. She embodies, I would say, all that one could ask for in a physician, a care provider, a human. This season and this coming into the fall here marks a really exciting point as well, because we are seeing our breast health woven wellness guide, which kind of on the onset of the project, having all 5 of those available to women was one of our goals with the project. And so we have the menstrual health guide and the fertile health guide, the motherhood guide, peri/menopause guide, and now breast health guide. And Dr. Monique Gary was one of our collaborators in that, along with the amazing women from Complex Creatures, which is a personal wellness brand that offers products in support of breast health and wellness. Also, Allie from Vibrant Body Company, which creates clean wireless bras that are super comfortable. So to have the collaboration of all of those women and pieces for the breast health guide, and to be starting our season in Breast Cancer Awareness Month, everything just feels sort of like it came together in such a beautiful way.
And we have the sisters from Complex Creatures also featured in this season, their discussion. And then, just like you were saying before, to feel the completion of all of those guides that we felt so passionate about when we got this project started, to just be able to see them all there and available for women feels like a huge accomplishment.
And I know too, we've been talking a lot more, I think, in creating the guide and chatting with Dr. Mo and Tara and Lisa and Allie about our own breast health and wellness and our relationship to our breasts. So that has been a really, I think, cool exploration, self-exploration. I'm excited to kind of continue that journey and to implement some of the pieces of self-care on my own journey, and to give, I keep saying, the girls some love, right? I know I've shared this with you and is in my breastfeeding story, but I'm kind of coming 6 years out now, out of this space of not maybe having some resentment towards my body and my breasts. I really, after going through fertility and then needing a C-section because she was breech, for me, sort of the final letdown in that process felt like it was not being able to breastfeed. And we tried really hard and worked with a lot of amazing people. It just wasn't meant to be in our journey. I really struggled with that, and I didn't expect it to bring up as much as it did. And so for me now, I feel like I sort of I'm turning this corner of having this new, and maybe it's because now I'm 46, I've started with annual mammograms. And so it's more on my mind. But I also just think that with age, I'm trying to appreciate and respect all that my body has done and love it a little more.
It's beautiful, Rebecca. And it's interesting what you just said is actually what our thread question has been for this season that we've asked all of the women is as you age, what are you appreciating more about yourself or your body? That one is yours, that's been your journey.
We are going to take a quick break to get something off of our chests. No one loves talking about breast cancer, but given that 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed, we think everyone who has or has had breasts should know about Complex Creatures. The first of its kind company is reimagining how to care for this often neglected body part. Founded by breast cancer survivor Tara Elmore and her sister Lisa, they're on a mission to elevate breast wellness from crisis to everyday care. Their 100% clean, plant-powered products are formulated for the unique needs of breasts. From scar healing and radiation support to PMS relief and lymphatic massage, Complex Creatures is an invitation to improve your relationship with your breasts. Get 20% off of your first purchase with the code LOVEMINE.
A personal component for me this season has been my aunt, who I love so much. She's been a part of my life since, day one, is more than an aunt to me. She has been going through breast cancer, and she was diagnosed very suddenly with an aggressive cancer and has been going through treatments. And so experiencing that with her has been eye opening. So I'm seeking out the ways in which I can support my aunt, understand what she's going through a little bit better, while keeping a better eye on my own health, because it wasn't something that I gave much thought to before. And then also the ways in which I can pay attention to my community of women who are going through this, and the ways in which we can help support them and provide the information to keep them in good health.
I think that is one of the pieces of experience and of age, and some of those things when you're younger that feel further away all of a sudden, whether that be with our parents or our older family members, or like you said, women our age or even women younger. I think that it is something that is real and does not just affect other women that are not in our circles. So that is, I think, why creating the breast health guide is to be able to connect with women that are doing this work on the daily and supporting women and learning from their experience and their expertise and their own journeys is such a gift. And I know for me will certainly carry forward in how I look at my own body and, like you said, support others in my circle and maybe encourage me to reach out and learn more about women outside of my circle and how they are affected by this and how we can better support as a much larger community.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually, Rebecca, because when we were talking to Dr. Mo, she was talking about how we have to get out of this lens for, this almost one size fits all healthcare, how health is does impact women differently based on so many different factors, and learning how other women experience their own health. Our health guides are a start.
And that was always sort of our hope, is that they'd offer some reputable, trusted information from experts with some self-care tips and things that could empower one's own health journey, but also provide information so that women could better have conversations with their doctors, with their friends, with the women in their life. So that is sort of our hope. And I think as we move forward, I know we're rounding the corner on a full year through and into this project with the podcast and the newsletter. It's really also, I think, really fun to see how it is pivoting or may pivot going forward.
I agree. And it changes with the different women that come into the interwoven space and what they bring and the ideas that they share. And I love that. I love idea sharing. I love pivots. I love new directions and inspiration and learning new things. That women like Dr. Mo show up and I'm listening to her. I wanted to like look down the front of my shirt while she was talking. Like she makes it sound so accessible and like something you should be doing right now. Like you should be taking care of yourself. You should be taking care of your body. That is your right. You deserve to know yourself and your body and the way that it works and when it's in like its best condition and when it's not, here's where you go and what you do and what you ask. Having someone like her show up and give us direction as well has been really fun.
And I think permission too, right? Like, yes, you should be feeling yourself. You should know your body. There's some really cool women, like I know we've connected with on social media and followed the Fondle Project too, which is really fun. Just and Complex Creatures, one of their things is also just like, hey, you should know your body. Like you should touch yourself the more. And, Dr. Mo talks a lot about that. In the guide, we talk about this, that the more you know your body, the more likely you are to know when something has shifted from your normal or your baseline. That's huge.
Yeah, and that goes back to Dr. Ariana in season 1, who was also sharing the empower yourself message. Know your body. You're in charge of it. It comes down to you. Okay, Rebecca, good luck getting your getting your stuff done today.
Back into the fall routine here.
Yeah.
So, yay.
I will talk to you soon. Love you.
Love you too. Bye.